Good morning, family. It is a Sunday morning, one of those lazy days, and I'm just waking up to start off with my breakfast because there's nothing much I do on Sundays. We boiled some sweet potatoes yesterday. This is from the harvest I made in our last video. And I'm going to have a very heavy breakfast today because all I do on Sunday is eat and watch videos. My breakfast menu today includes boiled potatoes. I've also got some beans from leftovers. And my sister came over and made some puffy mandazis. I can't remember the exact name she used, but they're these puffy mandazis. They look kind of buns. And we're still enjoying the abundance of the season. Avocados are still in plenty. Please bear with my full plate. It's my cheat day. Anyway, for those who are new here, my name is Jai Lochanji. 9 years ago, I quit my 9 to 5 and moved to the countryside. I moved here in search of peace and a more meaningful life and just to slow down from the hustles and bustles of the city. Much as I'd made the necessary preparations for this major transition, I hadn't built a home for myself. I had, however, acquired a piece of land not far away from my parents' home, and this definitely offered me the comfort of being home while I build my own. I have been building my home for the past 4 years and it's not finished yet. It definitely hasn't been easy. Every time I try to make a step, there are always like 4 more setbacks, and it's just a back and forth that keeps recurring. But I'm really hopeful at the right time it's gonna happen. So that means I've been living with my parents for the past 9 years, and that makes me feel like I'm in some comfort zone and maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. My parents are now old, though still very strong. So for them, having me around here is kind of a blessing. Not many parents their age are able to have at least one of their kids around them, especially in old age when they need them the most. This is the age where many parents need regular medical checkups and even people they can trust around them. But in this society, it's very hard finding anyone my age living with their parents. It is actually a taboo. So while my parents may be happy to have me around, assisting them because I will always be their little baby, they have me around to run errands for them, cook for them as they attend those meetings they like to attend. At their age, most parents are in almost all committees in the village. They are members of those boards governing schools and all that kind of stuff. So having someone around taking care of the home and just ensuring everything is running smoothly is a blessing. Unfortunately, the society is a bit cruel on us women. We're sometimes treated like outcasts or even called names because to them you're supposed to be married and living somewhere far away from your home, and you should only show up at home during family gatherings or funerals. This cruelty of the society is one reason women my age, younger or older, have stuck in marriages that are not working just because of the fear of going back home to be called names or treated badly, sometimes by even your own siblings or parents. I'm glad I come from a family where people are civilized and my presence doesn't bother anyone. It's quite unfortunate that this only applies to the women. Men can live in their homes for as long as they want because they even have a right to own and inherit land from their parents or grandparents, so they are never seen as outcasts. As much as laws regarding land ownership in Kenya have changed a lot over time, I'm yet to see a woman inherit land or just get a portion of it from their parents. Those laws don't seem to work in my village, and until this changes or somebody pushes for it, the women will still be insulted for living in their ancestral homes. I have seen girls I grew up with in the village return to their home after failed marriages, and they were sent right back by their brothers, and some of them didn't have a happy ending to their stories. As I mentioned earlier, my home is still under construction, but that is also not right in the eye of the society. These are some of the challenges I face every day living in the village. I don't know where the law states that a woman should not own a home, and if she's to own a home, there must be a man in it. I must have been the first woman from this village to build a home in her own village, and whispers were all around the village that I wouldn't make it. I'm not a superstitious person, so I didn't give an ear to that nonsense. And here I am today, a homeowner. Nothing has happened worth talking about. I'm only shocked that even people I consider educated and polished tried to stop me from building my home as a single woman. The year is 2025. My plea to the society is to change their mindsets, especially regarding women. Those traditional things are all in the past. We are in the modern world. Allow women to own property, allow them to do whatever they want to do. Treat them well, help them whenever you can, support them in whatever they do, and you will definitely see a better world. For now, I will fold the laundry. I thought the rainy season was gone, but looks like it's gonna go on until September. At least that's what I get from the meteorological department. And you can see how dark the clouds are behind me. We had a really angry storm the other day. It was so windy, so violent. It damaged lots of our crops, but I'm really hopeful they will spring back to life. So our house girl requested that I bake a cake for her. Recently, she carried a piece of cake from here to her place, and her kids really loved it. And they were just wondering if I could bake a whole cake for them. So I'm gonna do just that for them. But today, I just want to do it differently. I hope you're going to have the same outcome as the other cakes that I make. So instead of adding the ingredients one by one and doing the mixing, I'm just gonna mix all the dry ingredients, then add in the wet ingredients and mix. I've never tried this before, but I don't think it makes a big difference. So let's do this and see what we're gonna have. So I've added in the flour, sugar, baking powder. I'll put a little bit of cardamoms. I always love the flavor or the smell of cardamoms in my cakes. So I'm just gonna mix it so that all the dry ingredients are evenly distributed in the mixture. I'd call this the lazy way of making a cake batter. I think I watched a video on TikTok where somebody put all the ingredients together, the wet and the dry ingredients, put them in a blender and just poured it into the baking pan and put it in the oven. And I thought that was a very easy way of baking a cake, especially on a day that you feel lazy. So I'm done mixing the dry ingredients and now the wet ingredients are coming in. I just added 1 cup of milk, 2 eggs, half cup of oil, and usually I add the vanilla essence as the last thing on the batter, but today I'm putting it right away. And I just need a little lemon juice to add a bit of taste to the cake. And that's it. So all our wet ingredients are in. I'm just gonna give it a very good mix and ensure we have the perfect batter. Lazy baking indeed. I did not sieve the flour nor the dry ingredients, but I'm just gonna stir until we have that perfect smooth batter. I don't think it makes a big difference, but we will tell that when the cake is ready. It looks good already. I'm just gonna go ahead and grease my pan. I normally use my sufuria. I haven't bought a baking pan yet. I don't know why I don't have the baking containers, but maybe because the sufurias just work for me. So here we are. Our batter is ready and we are going to have it in the oven for the next 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Keep it here and let you see the results, and let's compare and see if there's a difference between adding the ingredients bit by bit and just pouring everything in and mixing. So the cake is ready. It has already cooled down a bit, not completely, but just enough to hold. It must have risen a little extra. We have a cone at the top, so I'm just going to cut off the cone so that we have that perfect cake. I really wish I would decorate the cake for them. It would look more beautiful. Children like attractive things and attractive colors. Unfortunately, I don't know how to decorate cakes. I'm still learning, but hopefully I will be able to perfectly decorate a cake in the coming days. So this is their cake and I really hope they are going to like it. I'm just waiting for our house girl to come back, then I will surprise her with it. So this is the corn I cut off and you can see we have just a perfect cake. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next.